So thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. I'm really excited to talk to you guys tonight because I just love Beachbody coaching, and I know for me personally, when I first signed up as a Beachbody coach almost 3 years ago, it sounds so crazy. I had no idea what I was doing. I kind of signed up knowing absolutely nothing. I was not certified in anything. I was an eyewear designer. I had no experience doing anything fitness, health related. I definitely didn't feel like I could help somebody because I felt like I really wasn't helping myself yet. And I kind of wasn't really sure what I could offer somebody as a coach. But the only thing that I knew was that I wanted to help myself because 3 years ago I just got diagnosed with endometriosis, which is an autoimmune disease, and I knew I wanted to change my life and my situation and my health and my future. And I was stuck at this job, and I went to college for fashion. So I have no background owning my own business, starting a business, social media, none of that stuff. And I, just found that dream job that I thought I wanted right out of college. And I worked really hard to get it. And then I was there and I was very unhappy because I learned very quickly that the corporate world is not for me. I don't do well with politics. And if any of you guys are in the corporate world, you kind of know how that is. So it wasn't for me. And I knew I really wanted to change my path because I was so unhappy. So what I did was I actually wrote down a bunch of things that I loved doing and things that I absolutely hated doing. And I kind of only realized that I had one common thing, and that was that I wanted to be happy helping other people. So I took a chance and I signed up as a coach with Beachbody before ever doing drinking Shakeology. And I only ever did one program that Beachbody has called Turbo Fire. And that was it. I couldn't do a push-up. I couldn't do insanity. I couldn't do anything physically. I had no idea how to properly eat. So I was a junk foodaholic. I lived at Taco Bell and Pizza Hut. They were like my jam. Stuffed crust pizza was like, God, man. Sometimes, man, I would do something bad for that thing. Just one slice, maybe like one bite, and then I'd probably be so sick. But I could dream. And I signed up as a coach. And what happened when I signed up as a coach was I went through a mentorship program, and that's sort of how I learned and grew as a coach. And I was able to really understand what Beachbody coaching was. So what we're going to do tonight is I'm just going to kind of honestly be like super honest and open with you and tell you what a coach is, what a coach is not, what our team is like. A lot of our team is on right now, and they're all muted because we're very loud. And the support that we have with each other is just insane. I really don't think that I would still be doing this 3 years later and being able to do it full time if it wasn't for the support in the community that we have. I mean, I haven't even met some of these girls on the call in person yet, and we talk every single day. And it's really crazy when you finally do get to meet in person after just meeting on like the internet. So it's something very special, and it's really, really unique, the culture and the community that we form. It's something like you'll just never experience it. If you guys can hang on a little bit longer towards the end, we're going to unmute everybody and do like a big old Q&A. And then that is pretty much where you'll see the hot mess of the team come out. And it's so fun. When I first signed up, I wasn't really confident, I guess is the right word, in how I could make it work for me and actually change my career, because that was my goal. I wanted out of eyewear and I wanted to do health and fitness full time. And I remember right before I signed up, my boyfriend, who's now my fiance, he did not want me to do it. he pretty much sat there and he looked at the price of the challenge pack that I was going to sign up with. And I was so ready to do it, like right there in the moment. I didn't think about it. I just signed up like that second. And he was like, what are you doing? Like, who's going to buy a workout program from you? I was like, I don't know, but I'm going to do it. That's all I knew. Like, all I knew was that I just really wanted to help people, and I wanted to change at least one person's life. So I signed up with with my coach right away. Oh, so many more people are joining. Hi. And so I just kind of signed up and I took this crazy chance. And one thing that I personally always hear is, just the word coach kind of, I think, is intimidating to some people. It really was for me. I didn't like going around calling myself a coach because I was still on my own journey, right? So a coach is not somebody that has to have all of these certifications. A coach does not need to have a ripped body and a six-pack. You don't need to be at your end goal. You can just be starting out and still make your number one priority, like yourself, along with becoming a coach and helping others. So like a coach basically is, you're just becoming somebody's biggest cheerleader. You just want to be there for somebody else that's on a journey just like you are. You're going to go through a program, like you sign up with a program, so you're doing something, right? Like I started drinking Shakeology. I had no idea what Shakeology, I never drank a protein shake before. I never did any meal replacement stuff. So it was totally out of my comfort zone when I started drinking Shakeology. But my coach was there for me, and all she did was share a recipe with me. And she helped me stay consistent with drinking it because she believed in it so much. And that's what a coach does. A coach is just somebody that is there for somebody else and that can help them. Sometimes being a friend and helping somebody stay accountable and being that one person that's kind of just like cheering you on at the end of a really long day. And, when you're just like, I don't want to work out. Like, all I want to do is like go get a piece of pizza. I keep talking about pizza. And, and then you can just have that one person or that support group to go to and be like, I'm about to eat a piece of pizza. Like, talk me off the ledge. And that is what a coach does. And that is what being a coach for somebody is. And that is what also you as a coach have to do, because you also now have this whole community where you can go to yourself on really bad days. I mean, I'm like over here talking about pizza, and I might have to text somebody later and not let me walk down the street and get a piece of pizza. So that's what a coach really is. And for me too, I have never been like a gym person. That's why I love working out at home, because the gym just intimidates me. Like, I walk in, and I work at gyms. Like, I'm an instructor now, but I still walk into a gym and I'll be like, I don't want to touch anything. Like, I don't know what that machine does. And all I know is there's an elliptical somewhere in the back, and that's like home. Right? So like, don't put me in the weights room. I don't understand what's happening in there. There's just like a lot of sweaty, grunting men. Like, I don't want to be near that. And I always say, like, when you're looking for a coach, or when you don't think that you physically are a coach material, if you walk into a gym, like, if you're anything like me, like, I beeline it straight to the back of the gym, like where I know that elliptical is. But if you walk through the gym and you see this ripped chick, right? Like, six pack, like has like 2% body fat, that girl that you just look at and you're like, ugh, bitch. If you see her, like, are you going to really be that comfortable going up to her and asking her how she works out? Or are you going to be more inclined to chat with the girl next to you on the elliptical who's just pushing really hard and still sweating? Like, I would be more comfortable chatting with the girl next to me because she reminds me of myself and I can relate to her, and I'm not going to feel super intimidated. That is the perfect person that you can be for somebody else, because you're just being you and you're just being real. That's all that a coach really needs to do. And, when we talk about what we're doing, all we're doing is sharing what we're doing, because, when you go to, if I find something on sale and I absolutely love it, I will talk it up to death just because I really like it. Like if I go get a shirt that I think is amazing from Forever 21, which is the story of my life, I will talk about Forever 21 and tell everybody to go buy a shirt from there because it's so cute. So all you're doing is exactly the same thing because you're just sharing something that you absolutely love that has already worked for you. And that's the same thing with your health and fitness journey. I mean, you can only talk to something that you know, right? Like you can't talk about something that you've never done really, or that you've never been through because it's kind of fake. So that's something that we're going to go through too. So if that thought has come through your mind where you're like, I just don't want to be like salesy. Like I don't want to sell anything. You know, that's not what we're doing. We're not selling programs. Like anybody can go on Amazon and get Insanity. You can even just look it up on YouTube. Like you don't even have to pay for it because it's been around so much. It's just floating. Nobody needs to purchase a DVD from you, but you are the deciding factor that has somebody go from just purchasing a DVD on Amazon to getting it through you because you come with it. And people are drawn to people that are like them. You know, like you'll start to notice that. I mean, I'm sure for most of you, people already come up to you anyway and just ask you about what you're doing. Like people are just already drawn to you. And that's probably why you were invited here in the first place, because you just naturally are that person. So just by talking about what you're doing is going to be that thing where people are going to start taking notice of you. And you don't have to feel like you're being salesy because you're just sharing something that you did this morning, right? Like you're like, I just worked out. So here's my sweaty picture. That's all that you're doing. You know, you're not selling anything. So I want you guys to just really keep that in mind because we're not here to sell anything. We're here to build relationships and to actually help change somebody's lives because for most of you, these programs or Shakeology have already done that for you. So you're just sharing that. And we go through that too in all of our training, just so you guys know. We'll take you through a series of training all about social media and how not to be salesy. Like if you're on Instagram, I mean, if one more person, you know, tries to send me something about wrapping myself in saran wrap, I'm going to lose my mind. Like we are not that. Okay, so you can rest assured that you are not going to be that person. Like you're not going to be that annoying person in somebody's news feed that's just trying to sell something. I mean, if I get added to one more like eyelash group on Facebook or something, you know, like that's like a turnoff. So we're not that. That's not what Team Takeover is about, and that's not what we teach our team, and that's not who we are. So kind of erase that from your mind and know that we all hate them too, so we are not going to do that, basically. You know, and then also I always hear, you know, what is a coach responsible for? Or what are things that you as a coach now have to do? Okay, so to be totally honest, you don't have to do anything as a coach. You can sign up as a coach today and just hang out. You can be considered an inactive coach. You can be considered a discount coach. And that just means that you're just there because you really love the product and you're kind of already getting Shakeology monthly. So you might as well just get a discount on it because as a coach, you get 25% off of everything. So that includes all of, you know, future purchases. Shakeology, if you want a new workout program, like some of the new ones that are coming out, you get them all at a discount. So you can sign up and absolutely do nothing. Like you don't have to do a single thing with your business. You can just hang out and collect, right? Or you could do it part-time. If you have a full-time job, or if you're a mom, if you're a stay-at-home mom, you can do it whenever you have free time or whenever your little ones decide to take a nap, if they ever do, because I know Cassie's on. And you can just try, you know, to make it work for you. We have so many moms on our team, as you can look around and see, all the little baby heads popping up. But there's so many resources and so many tools and so many people that have figured it out how to make it work for them, that what we do as a team is we just share that information. We share all the things that we've totally messed up on, so that way you don't have to deal with it, and that way you won't have to go through that. We share all of the struggles in the team and on our trainings. So you can make it a part-time thing if you wanted to, like I did. You can make it a full-time job, but there are absolutely no requirements. There are no rules. There's nothing that you have to buy. Like if you're an Avon chick, like if you're from like, Avon or anything, you don't have to buy anything and hold it at your house. Like you don't have to invest a crap ton of money. All you have to do is invest in yourself. That's it. Okay. You don't have to, go out and recruit 25 people. You don't have to ask everybody that you need to sign up with you, because that's not what this is. Okay. It's not something that's going to happen overnight, and it's not going to be a get rich quick thing. It's going to take time. I mean, you have to honestly think about the fact that you are opening up a business. And if that's something that you want, then we have certain training that we are going to put you through on how to actually make these things work. And it's going to all be based on your personal goals. So not everyone's goals are going to be the same. Not everyone's life is going to be the same. I'm, just got engaged and I'm living in an apartment with my fiance. Or you could have 3 kids and 2 dogs building a house, right? You could be a single mom. You could be expecting, we are all over the place, and that's the beautiful thing, is because we have such a wide range of great coaches on our team that we all kind of share what we have learned and been through, and we give you all of that training, all free on the training. Okay, so you don't have to ever feel like you sign up and you're just floating around in the Beachbody world like, oh, I don't know what to do. Like, we give you step-by-step things. And what we also do is we have team calls. So it's exactly like this on every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Is we have a call just like this. We have guest speakers. Our calls usually get a little crazy. And we have dance parties. And there's sometimes a lot of cursing. And there's belly showing off things. And I mean, there's usually wine involved. It's just like a fun time that you will also have access to. So if you do sign up tonight or tomorrow morning, you'll be able to jump on our call tomorrow with us, so you can hang out with us a little bit longer. So that's kind of what's expected of you. But so here's the thing. So if you do actually want to make this work for you, and you are interested in making some extra income, what we do is we are going to break down what you need to do within your first month in order for you to sort of break even, right? Like, we'll help you at least earn back what you put in your first month, and then a little extra, so that way you can put it towards getting Shakeology again the following month. And based on your goals is how many people you're going to reach out to, how many, groups you're going to join, all of that fun stuff. And we'll walk you through that one-on-one with whoever sent you here and whoever you signed up with. That's your coach. And that person is going to be the one that kind of just takes you through and shows you the ropes, basically. Does anybody have anything to add before I continue? You guys can unmute yourself if I left anything out. No? Okay. Here's another little fun fact. Team Takeover is currently ranked in the top 200 out of every single team. And there's 400,000 coaches. And we're in the top 200, which is pretty badass. So you're going to be getting training from like the top people in Beachbody. You're going to be getting training from so many people and so many amazing things, and you're just going to have so much resources. And it's pretty legit, if I might say so myself, right? So, if you guys feel any struggles or anything, you're not alone. What I'm going to do real quick, though, I hope you guys don't mind, is I'm going to call on a few of my my top coaches, some of my leaders and the ladies on the team Takeover that have overcome some crazy-ish and figured out how to make it work for them. So they're kind of like our success stories. And if anything pops into your head, feel free to ask them at any time. Just go ahead and unmute yourself. But what we're going to, we all come from different places, and I absolutely love that because everyone's different and there's only one you, and only you can make something happen for yourself at the end of the day. So I'm going to have Allie I'll unmute Allie and just kind of give everyone a little brief, little tidbit about you.
About ya. All right. Thanks, Mare. Okay, so my name's Allie. I met Meredith in college years ago. We were both going to school to be, creatives. So I am now an interior designer. And obviously my creative past and health and fitness, like you wouldn't really think of them as going together, but I've always been really interested in working out and eating healthy. And this opportunity kind of came to me at a really weird time in my life. I had a boyfriend and I thought I was so busy. I have this, career and I'm working 45 plus hours a week. I have to travel for my job sometimes. And I was like, what? You want me to do what? Become a coach? I don't have time for that. I'm busy. I have a career. I was like, no way. So some time goes by and I start seeing how cool this is. I start, interacting with the group and getting to know everybody. And I was like, wow, this is kind of cool. Like, I think I could do this. I think I can get down with this. I have a lot to share and offer. I've been through some things and I've struggled and I've overcome them. I was like, I think I could be a coach. So I started doing what coaches do. I started sharing my journey with people and, just here and there. I would do a little bit in the morning when I woke up before I went to work. I would do my workout and snap some pictures of myself doing my workout. I would just mention it to people and send messages here and there and just share my journey and share what I was doing. And, I realized that I could fill my nights with something so fulfilling instead of scrolling Pinterest for eyeshadow tutorials or watching Bravo or the Kardashians. So, I was like, wow, I can do this. I have the time. And time is what you make of it. It's your priorities. If this is going to be a priority for you, you'll find the time. I promise you, I did it. I stay up a little later. I wake up a little earlier when I need to. I do everything I need to do because I believe in this and I believe in myself and I want to help my clients more than anything. And I just, oh God, I got so excited. No, but the time is such a powerful thing. If you put in the time to this business, you will be successful and you will reach your goals. And, it's just as much holding you accountable as it is helping other people, because I know that if I didn't have in the back of my mind, did I post today? Did I share how I was feeling? Did I do my workout? Did I eat healthy? I probably wouldn't be doing those things to the level that I'm doing them. So, this has been a saving grace for me. It gave me purpose to my time. And I found that I could run this passion project despite having a full-time job and being so busy. I made it work.
Thanks, Allie.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and you blew up real quick too. So exciting. I know. Yeah. Thanks, Allie. So we're gonna kind of switch it. I'm gonna go to Jackie next. So Allie's our fun fit city chick, and Jackie has a fabulous story. So get some tissues because she always makes me cry. Thanks.
Nah, hopefully I don't cry myself. I've been crying all day. Hormones.
Here we go.
My name's Jackie, and I met Meredith in passing because she doesn't seem to remember at the first annual endometriosis walk in Washington, D.C. in April of 2014. She really stuck out to me in the crowd of hundreds that were there because she was so bubbly and full of energy. So when I got home, I looked her up on Facebook, found her, and we connected on there and became friends. And she realized that I really needed help. She could sense, obviously she knew I was sick because we shared endometriosis in common, but also I was struggling with infertility. I'd almost died of a gallbladder disease. It almost exploded on me the year before. So I was very, very sick and very depressed and sad all the time. So she presented the Beachbody opportunity to me because she knew that I was wanting to lose weight and feel healthier. When she first did that, I was hesitant just like everybody else because, $140, $200 for this program and this shake, everybody's going to pause for a second on that and really think, am I going to do this? And that's what I ran through my mind. Am I going to do this? And what it came down to was just being sick and tired of being sick and tired. I told myself that I would get this program, Focus T25, and I'd get the Shakeology, and I had to do it. If I was going to spend this money, I had to do it every day. So I got up every day, and I worked out, and I drank my shake. Some days my husband had to force me to go do my workouts, and thank goodness he did. And by the time I hit the second month of the workout program, I was feeling great, and I was hooked. Like, I was excited to go work out, and Shakeology had me feeling so much better. And it was at that point that it just made sense to sign on as a coach because I knew I was in it for life. I knew that I wanted to already buy my next program. I actually signed on as a coach. I got PIO, and I started doing PIO at the same time I was doing T25. So I was doing 2 workouts a day, drinking my shake. I started to learn about healthier eating, thanks to all of you, my teammates. And by doing that, I was able to afford it because I was putting my story out there. I had been doing that the first month anyways before even being a coach, and people were asking me what I was doing. And I kept sending people to Meredith. I was sending people that could have been clients of mine to Meredith. So being a coach just made sense to me after I learned about that. So that's how I continue to still afford getting new programs all the time. I just reach out and help others. And by doing so, I earn a commission, and it pays for my Shakeology, and it pays for new programs that I want to do. I've paid off a car loan. I now have a new car loan, but that's okay. It'll get paid off too. I've paid off numerous medical bills. I've been able to go out and start buying my baby stuff. It paid for part of one of my IVF treatments last year, part of my surgery trip to Maine. It's just been a lifesaver. And not just the money part, but my clients to me have been lifesavers because I feel such a purpose running challenge groups and helping others, and they become like family to me. Like I text tons of them every day, and it's not always just about fitness. It's just about random everyday stuff because I just feel like they're sisters now. And I have a couple brothers too. That's, if I go any further, we're going to talk for hours, Meredith, on my story.
And cry because I'm already feeling like the tears are coming. Thank you. That's crazy. I forget all of those things that you've accomplished and that you've been able to do financially because of Beachbody.
And the ultimate.
And the ultimate. Yeah, you can't put a price tag on that little baby.
Mm-mm.
Oh, Billy!
Don't cry, Davina.
No. Okay, one more success little story tidbit from Davina. If you're all set. done cooking finally.
Okay, hopefully my internet doesn't suck because it usually does. But I just wanted to start out by saying hi, I'm Davina, obviously. So 5 years ago, I was 205 pounds, and I decided I was overweight for most of my life. And one day I just kind of decided I had enough. So I saw an infomercial for a program called Turbo Jam. Yeah. And I bought the DVD and I pushed play, and that was the beginning of my rebirth. I've changed my life. I've lost 50 pounds over the past, I've kept it off for 2 years now. So I started doing Turbo, and then I switched to Insanity, and I switched to all these other programs, and all of these people in my life were coming to me and saying, hey, what are you doing? Do you have any advice? And I was telling them, oh, you should do this. And in my mind, I was like, I should really be getting paid for this. But I didn't know that being a coach was an actual thing. So I was just like, oh yeah, recommending all these programs, go buy it on Amazon, blah, blah, blah. And then I met Meredith at a Turbo event in New York, and it didn't take her long to be like, you should be a coach. You really should be a coach. And I was like, well, I love to help people and I love to set them up, but I don't know. I'm Meredith's favorite no, because I said no for like 6 months. And basically what it boiled down to was that I didn't believe in myself. I've spent over 20 years just hating myself and not feeling like I was good at anything, and not feeling like I had anything to offer the world. So then when the coaching opportunity was presented, I was thinking, well, no one's going to buy anything from me. What do I know? I'm this walking failure. So I think what has really just brought me to this really loud, crazy, bubbly person that's talking to you right now is that it's part of my job requirement to read personal development every day, to read about how I'm not only capable of becoming a better person and learning and growing, but how I can help benefit other people. And that has just done amazing things for my confidence, you guys. Like I can walk up to random strangers and say hi to them, and I'm not afraid of myself anymore, or I'm not afraid of anyone anymore. And it's just I can't tell you what that means after just like living in the shadows for so long. And as far as financially, the money definitely helps. I live in New York City. I pay $12,000 in student loan debt. My rent is close to $2,000 a month. I pay all of these crazy amounts of money. And when I first started as a coach, because I didn't believe in myself, I was like, okay, I just want to make my phone bill. If I can prove to myself that I can make my phone bill, I can make this work. So I'm just really pumped to say I now make my phone bill and I pay 2 of my student loans, which equals about $300 a month. So that's really, it's just like, I was the ultimate, I didn't believe in my inner power. And now it's like my greatest joy to bring the power out of other people. So that's me. That's my story.
I know, Lori, you're all about that book. Can you put it up again? And which book is it, Lori? I haven't.
Power is within you.
I didn't even know that book existed. So
it's amazing.
That's how real you are, Davina. You're just like on it. Just feel it from the inside.
I'll get it purchase.
Yeah. It's a good purchase, you said?
Yes, I read it a long time ago. It's just Etsy. Yeah. And it's really, really good book. Like my father gave it to me one time, like in a time in my life. It's really good. I recommend it, like totally.
Oh, nice.
I love Louise Hay. So that's another part of your job as a coach is to take care of yourself from the inside out. Like you are going to really learn a lot about yourself. I mean, I was definitely not this person 3 years ago. And I'm sure it's the same for a lot of you guys. Like you aren't who you are, you just continue to grow. And it's really crazy to see how you can change in just a few months by putting yourself first, which I know most of you guys don't ever do. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a big Q&A in just a second, but I just wanted to say one more thing before we kind of unmute everybody and just have like a free for all. I feel like a lot of you guys might be wondering, now what do you do? Because you're super excited and you're going to all want to join our team tonight, so that way you can come hang out with us again tomorrow night, right? Yeah. Yes, Meredith. So excited. So the best way to sign up as a coach is with a challenge pack. And a challenge pack is basically something that's going to be able to get you everything that you need right at once to your door. And it's going to cover and include everything. So in your challenge pack, you'll get your program of choice. You'll get 30 days of Shakeology. You'll get meal plans. A lot of us on here also created tons of meal plans. I have a detox. We have clean eating ones. I know Harmony, who's not on here, she has a really great paleo one. We have ones for endo and infertility. Jackie made an awesome 2-week crazy one. I mean, so whatever you guys need across the board, we're always here and we give you all of these things. Allie's got a holiday survival group going on, which you would also get access to. So we have all of these great things and it's all going to come to you in the mail. The challenge packs start at $140 and they just kind of range anywhere up there. And you also get your coach fee waived. So when you sign up as a coach, there's a $40 fee, but if you sign up with a challenge pack, that fee gets waived. Also, if you are a military spouse or you're an active military or a vet, you do get all of your fees waived also. So if you are part of the military in any way, just let us know so that way you can get all of your fees waived. Okay. There is a $15.95 monthly fee, and that is kind of like your maintenance fee. You get 3 websites. Both in English and Spanish also, and you get a program website, you get a Shakeology website, and an Ultimate Reset website. So like if you're talking to somebody out on the street and they're like, hey, can you send me your link? You can send them your personal website so that way you can make sure you get the credit for it and they're assigned with you. Okay, other than that, that's pretty much it. And the second you sign up is the second we start. And that's how you just kind of join right in. We'll introduce you to our team. We'll add you to a few groups. We'll get you all of your documents and your training guides, and we'll start chatting one-on-one. So exciting. So right now, 21 Day Fix and Size are both on sale. So those are really fun and amazing programs. The 21 Day Fix, you also get this really cute tote bag. Like it's an insulated lunchbox. Super cute. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody want to hold up a baby? Hi babies. We got a lot of babies tonight. Hi. I just want to do that back to her. Wait, Taryn, I'm going to unmute you. Hi.
Hi. Say hi. Say hi.
Hi. Don't be shy now. She's
Hi
shy.
to you.
Where's Bailey? Let's go. Bailey will talk. Oh, Bailey's sleeping. Bailey won't talk. Does anybody have any questions that they want to ask while we're here all together? It could be about anything and to anyone.
Wow.
Oh, that's good.
Wow.
Let's do that. Nobody has a question? Feedback, comments, concerns? Anything?
I just want to thank everyone for getting on tonight. You know, we appreciate you taking time out of your crazy busy schedules. We all know we have hectic lives, so we appreciate it more than you would know.
Yes, yes. For us on the East Coast, it's kind of late, so we definitely appreciate it. It's like almost bedtime for some of us.
Us West Coast gals are doing dinner and just getting off work, so it's crazy.
Daylight out.
No, it's dark now. It's dark. And it's cold.
Bailey said it was bedtime at like 5 o'clock. It was dark out. It's bedtime, Mom. It's bedtime.
It's bedtime.
It's cold. What is it, like 70?
It's we have a snowstorm coming here, the second one of the season already. In Reno, Nevada.
Yeah, we have this storm that just hit us and went up to Yosemite, and we have another one coming in. So this morning I woke up, it was 36 degrees. I'm like, that's cold. That's okay. Get the Uggs out weather.
That's cold. That's colder than it is here.
So I'm like that's a time where I'm grateful that I don't have to get up. I don't have to get dressed and put on cold clothes. I can stay in my nice warm pajamas and be comfortable because it's not fun.
Does anybody that's calling in have any questions? Or is anything going on in the chat box? You guys can always use the chat if you don't feel like talking. Nothing's going on in the chat box? You like always blow up that chat box. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, there you go. So if you guys honestly don't have any questions, we can end our live call. But I just really want to encourage you guys to reach out to the person that invited you here tonight. And yeah, no crying, guys. Just reach out to the person that sent you here because you obviously kind of got invited to this call for a reason. So, just like a lot of other, ladies have said that it's not what you ever imagined it to be, but it's always something so much more bigger than you ever imagined, if that makes any sense. Like you have no idea what you're getting yourself into, which is scary and beautiful and amazing all at the same time, because this opportunity can be anything that you want it to be. All you have to do is just kind of put on your big girl panties and believe in yourself a little bit. And I have extra big girl panties, and there's lots of cheerleaders on the side that are here for you if you need anything. This is literally what we do. Oh, yay! What was the name here? Luis L. Hay. Yeah.
Hi, Meredith. Hi, this is Itza from Texas.
Good.
And I just bump into this webinar by myself. Like I've heard about Shakeology before, but I never I'm vegetarian. I've been in the holistic thing all my life. All my family is vegetarian. We're into paleo and stuff like that. And lately I just signed into the gym and whatever, and I've been searching for all the things that you were talking about, improve yourself. When you improve yourself, you improve a lot of things around you, right?
Yeah.
So if I want to start this program, how do I build my my clientele, or how do I start? Because I always give advice. Yesterday I just gave away some sproutings and some wheatgrass to some friends, and they were like, "Oh yeah, this is cool. When you gonna have more?" And I was like, "Nah, I just did a lot and just want to give it away." And things like that, And I was explaining them how to use it and how to mix it, how to drink it and stuff like that, right? But I never had tried a program like the one you were talking. So I'm really interested though. And if I bump into you guys, it's for a reason, there's no casualties, there are just causalities, right? And I just want to ask that, because I have a bunch of questions, but I'm kind of shy about it. So, how do you start, basically?
Well, what we kind of have you do when you first sign up, we will take you through sort of like a guidebook that we created, and we lay everything out for you step by step. The first thing that we'll probably have you do is create a contact list. And your contact list is just going to be people that you know immediately, like your friends and family, somebody that you might know at the gym or at the grocery store. And what we'll do is we will help you and kind of guide you into starting relationships and where to meet new people and how to take a relationship from, nothing to where we all are now, where we're just obsessed with each other and we are talking every single day. But we go through that in detail in our trainings, and we really teach you exactly the correct way to start conversations. And we call it forming, which is just sort of getting to know people's family, what they do for a job, how you can help somebody, figuring out what their biggest struggles are. We go through all of that stuff in our training. And it's good that you're a vegetarian. We have a vegan Shakeology too, so you don't have to worry about that if that's a concern. Also about Shakeology, I don't have any dairy. I've been don't consume dairy, and there's 2 vegan flavors. There's a vegan chocolate and a vegan tropical strawberry. And I'm a big sweets girl, so the chocolate is like my go-to. But the tropical strawberry is amazing with like coconut water and just some ice. It's like life-changing.
Wow. It sounds so cool.
Mm-hmm. And there's also a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if any of you do sign up with a challenge pack and you do get to Shakeology and you're just like, you know what, this is just not for me. Like, it just isn't. It's not going to be for everybody, and that's okay. But if you do try it and you just instantly know you're like, this is not happening, you can return it within 30 days and get all of your money back. No questions asked.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So there is that option, you know, but I don't think, I mean, it's from the sounds of it, if you love all of this holistic stuff, Shakeology is like going to be your life game changer. Because you don't need to worry about all those extra stuff. Everything comes in Shakeology.
Okay.
Did that answer your question?
Yes, sorry?
Did that answer your question?
Yes. Yeah, because mostly, okay, I'm from Mexico. I just moved into the United States. So mostly all of the shakes I used to make, they was from scratch, like all of them. Like I have like all this weird mixing and like to get the protein, the vitamins, yeah.
Yeah,
so
who has
everything.
time for that?
Sorry?
Who has time for that?
Yeah, well, I have to find that like time for that, you know, like. And the good thing is like everything is close. Home is like everything is like walking distance, so it's very good, like easy to get ingredients from like very nearby markets or whatever.
Yeah.
So and you have fresh stuff, so that's a good thing about that. You know, you don't have to drive to get the stuff to prepare your shakes and stuff. But sometimes it's too much job, like to make, for example, all the milks, like almond milk, wheat, like coconut milk or soy milk or all kinds of like vegan milks. I always had them to make it from scratch, and I have to be like to do a big thing, like a lot, so it lasts me like a week or something like that. It's not like just go to the grocery store and just take like a box of almond milk, right? No, it's like from scratch. Yeah, it's like too much work.
It's a lot. I mean, that's the way to do it, though. If you can, I'm all for it. I know Lori makes her own. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of work. And that's the one good thing about Shakeology, too, is the convenience of it. I mean, sometimes I just don't have time or energy to even just make a meal sometimes. You know, like at the end of the day, too, you know, like sometimes I don't get home until like 9 p.m. And who wants to sit down and cook a full-blown meal?
Sorry?
You know, like at the end of a day, too, you know, if you can save so much time.
Yes, of course. It's like,
mm-hmm.
and even more in this this side of the world, like money. So time is money, you know, like it's so important. You cannot be like spending so much time doing like these things, you know. You have to go to work. You have to like do a lot of stuff. Yeah, exactly. Time is very important.
Exactly. Yeah. And Shakeology, that's why I think I love Shakeology, and I've been able to stay so consistent with it because of how easy it is, and I get everything in one shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Maria. I'm really like interested in this, and I'm gonna look forward.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, so honestly, guys, when I tried Shakeology for the first time, so I never did protein powders or I never did like meal replacements or anything. So when I got the bag, I had no idea that there was a scoop inside. Do you guys know this? Like I had no idea there was a scoop inside. So I just took out a tablespoon and I like put like a few spoons in like a blender. Like I had no idea what I was doing. And then like, I mean, I had no idea. So my first few shakes, I was like, this is weird. But it's because I wasn't using anything. Like I was using like a teaspoon. You know, so like you're just going to learn and figure it out. But there's so many recipes, and we all have come up with so many awesome things. Like I even make dessert with mine. I freeze it. Oh, Lori looks like she has something to say. Unmute yourself.
My husband made a gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free cheesecake from it.
Stop.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I can be jealous.
I'm so jealous.
So cool.
Yeah, Jackie needs that, please. Can you send it to her? I can't hear you.
Oh, I forgot I was muted. I said, I'll take any cheesecake right now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I tried to convince him not to bring it home.
Oh gosh, that sounds so amazing. But like you can do so many things with Shakeology. Like it doesn't have to just be a drink. Like I make ice cream with it. I've made ice pops with it. Energy ball bites. Like there's just so many options and things that you can do with it. It doesn't just have to be like a drink.
Yeah. I make the no-bake cookies, and my kids love them.
Yeah. Yeah, kids love Shakeology.
Yeah, Bailey steals it every day.
Yeah, she does.
And it's good when a 3-year-old wants to drink it.
Yeah, exactly. I know Venetia has to make Maddie her own too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to make Madison her own. She takes it with her to cheer practice because on Fridays she does double cheer practices, so it's 4 hours. And so that's what keeps her going for the last 2 hours of practice. And we take it with us to cheer competitions with a shaker bottle. I get ice. And I actually have other cheerleaders that try to steal it. So I have to make sure I bring a couple extra because the older kids are like, ooh, and then it's a great talking point to their parents. Like, hey, this has all the vitamins, everything that they're not getting because they want to be eating the junk food at school, like hot Cheetos and all that good stuff.
I know. I feel like we need to stop talking about food for Jackie. the pregger over there.
It is like okay for kids to drink Shakeology. Since what age?
I talked to my daughter's pediatrician and I brought it in and she took one look at it and said keep giving it to her because it's plant-based, so it has everything that we would get at a grocery store. There's no real additives into it, so it is actually really healthy. I would recommend just taking it to your child's doctor though, because some doctors are different, just to get the go-ahead. But Madison's pediatrician loves it and she thinks it's great for her, especially because Madison's so active.
Yeah. And same thing too if you're pregnant or trying to get pregnant or breastfeeding. It's some of us do, some of us don't, but always make sure to check with your doctor just to make sure and get extra clearance about it. But some people do, like Shay.
Yeah, I drank it when I was nursing Bailey, so it helped her.
Does anybody else have any questions? Was there anything that I didn't touch on or talk enough about? Is there anything that you guys want to know about social media training or the team or what you have to do to sign up and get started with us? It's okay. If not, that's okay. What we're going to start doing as of tomorrow morning, also just so you guys know, we're going to continue this. And for 3 more days, from Wednesday until Friday, we're going to kind of dig a little deeper, I guess, if you want to say, steal Shanti's words, dig deep and kind of get more in depth on a lot of topics. We're going to talk about everything from what Team Takeover is about, how to actually join. We're going to even give you some training on social media and how to start talking to people about it. We're going to give you some trainings about Shakeology, what Shakeology is, all of the new programs that we have coming out, because we have a lot of new programs coming out, which is really exciting. I saw them floating around in the chat box, something about Tony, who I love, his new 22-minute military style workout. I mean, 22 minutes sounds really amazing, but it's got to be insane if it's only 22 minutes. Like, it's going to, like, 30 minutes of Shanti is, like, over the top. I can't imagine 22. But we have tons of new things. There's even a new Shakeology flavor that's coming out. That's so exciting. So there's always so many new and exciting things coming. So we're going to kind of talk about all of that over the next 3 days. So if you're a little shy and you didn't feel like chatting tonight, you're going to still have your opportunity over the next few days. So check back in our event page because I'm going to post your access in there on how to get in with us for the next 3 days. So if you guys don't have any other questions, we can let Bailey go to actual bed instead of like her head flopping around. She's so like out.
Yeah, she's the one.
Oh, she's so awake. Oh my god, I can't. I have to unmute you. Oh my god.
I can't take it. Like the second the meeting started, she cried upstairs. I had her asleep.
Oh.
It's like she's got a
She
timer.
just knows that we're having a party without her. She just needs to be.
I know.
Okay.
I swear, she's been in the last few calls because she just doesn't want to stay asleep.
She just knows.
Mhm.
She's like, Mom, I want to hang out. Hi, babe. Hi. How are you feeling? Look at your little PJs. So cute. Well, thank you guys so much.
So verbal.
I love her.
Oh, she's so precious.
Davina's crying again.
You need to knock it off. Davina and Jackie, you two need to knock it off.
Lori's going to start crying. It's just going to be a ripple effect, guys.
I'm always crying. It's fine.
Every life. I can't. But they're good cries, so I'll take it.
Yeah. I'm a free spirit.
All good things.
I'm a peacock cat. You gotta let me fly.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you taking your time out to jump on a call with us and just to figure, if this is actually something that you want to do, if it's a good fit for you. If you don't think you have enough time or energy or money, there's, resources and tools and things around it to make it happen, because if you really want something, you'll get it, right? So I hope you guys all kind of take a few deep breaths in and think about, where you want to be in a few months, and holidays and gift buying and all that fun stuff. If you had some extra cash laying around that you can buy some extra gifts with, would be pretty nice, right? Travel money.
Thank you so much, Heidi. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much. I'll post the recording in the event page, and then we'll pick back up tomorrow morning. Thank you guys so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All the little ones need to go to bed, including Jackie.
Bye.
I'm going to eat.
I'm
talking about.
F that. So am I.
I know the
I'm gonna make Shakeology ice cream.
No, I'm gonna go make some Shakeology or something now.
We should stop recording now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
bye.
Bye.